What's up, y'all? It's your boy AJ, and I know it's been a while since I've done a pre-recorded Blu-ray haul, but I decided to do it this month. It is not quite the end of the month. It is the 22nd today, and I just wanted to do a live stream style Blu-ray haul. This is not gonna be much edits, not many cuts or anything. I just kind of wanted to go straight through, and yeah, I'm excited to show you guys what I picked up in the month of August, and we're gonna get into this thing, so let's go. I know, this is a pretty hefty haul, and I know I said that I was gonna slow down, but I came to the realization that I'm not going to be purchasing any items next year. I'm not gonna be purchasing any Blu-rays, 4Ks, anything next year. That's the plan anyway. So I decided to stock up, and like I said, it's a kind of a hefty haul. But I'm going to break my items down. I'm going to do Blu-rays without slip covers. I'm going to do slip covers, then Steelbooks, 4Ks without slips, and then 4Ks with slips. So starting us off, I picked up Matilda. This film is one that I did not grow up with, but my wife actually showed me kind of recently. I think it was like 2019, maybe 2018, when she showed me this film, and I really like it. It's a great film, family friendly, and yeah, it's got Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman, and it has Embeth Davidtz, Pam Ferris, and Mara Wilson. Yeah, this is a good movie. I enjoy it, and I really like the performances here. It's no harm to anyone. Next, I picked up Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the sing-along edition. I'm trying to show it where it's not too much of a glare. There's a lot of light in this room right now. But the Nightmare Before Christmas, the sing-along edition. I watched this for the first time a couple years ago, in 2020 for the first time, and I enjoyed it a lot. But I do like The Corpse Bride quite a bit better. Even though The Corpse Bride isn't technically a musical, and this is, I just like the characters more. I like the story a lot more. But this movie is good too. I'm glad I have it, and I'm glad I was able to pick it up and add to my collection. Next one is another Tim Burton film. It is Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, this is a pretty good film. I watched it once. I think it was back in 2018. It's a good movie. It's not his best, but I wanted to get it because Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci is in it. And yeah, it's not bad. I'm trying to stock up for my horror movies because, yeah, I'm getting ready for October. It's coming up. So next is Lilo and Stitch. I did not own these movies, so it has the first and second one. It is the 2-movie collection, Lilo and Stitch and Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch. The first movie is my #1 animated Disney movie of all time. I love the first one so much. So, naturally, I feel like I had to own this. If Lilo and Stitch ever gets a 4K, that's mine. I'm sorry, that's mine. It's another 2-pack, Night at the Museum 1 and 2. I remember really enjoying the first one as a kid, but I don't think I've ever seen the second one. If I have seen the second one, it was just once, and I don't really remember it. Yeah, Ben Stiller and Robin Williams. So Ben Stiller and Robin Williams in this film. I really enjoy the first one. I've seen it a lot. The second one, not so much. I'm excited to watch it again. Rob Zombie's Halloween. That's the next one. This is the unrated collector's edition. I don't know if it has the theatrical cut on here, but I don't remember hating this movie, but I also don't remember loving it. I've only seen it the one time, and it was back when I was getting into horror movies, so like I didn't really know how to gauge it as a film. But now I do. I'm gonna give it a rewatch and see if I still have the same feelings. It probably goes way down in score since I first watched it, but we'll see. And it was pretty cheap. It was like $6, so went ahead and picked it up. Next one is mid-90s. I've been looking for this one at Disc Replay and just random places. It was actually in my cart on Amazon for like a couple months now. But mid-90s, I found it at Disc Replay for $7.99. It's a little pricey, a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it. I was trying to find it for like $4 or $5. But it's a good movie. It's Jonah Hill's directorial debut. And it's a good movie. I really enjoy it. It's just, I was trying not to pay as much for it if I found it secondhand. But it's a good movie. I enjoy it, and I'm glad to add it to the collection. Next one is Daredevil. I wouldn't quite say this is a good movie, but this is an enjoyable watch. And I got the director's cut. I wonder if it has the regular cut on here as well, the theatrical version. I don't know. It doesn't. It just says director's cut, so I'm not sure if it has the original theatrical version, but I guess we'll see when I pop it in. I've seen that movie twice now. Wow. Just wow. The next one is 30 Days of Night, and I know the sticker is covering the title, but 30 Days of Night. Let me see if I can take this off real quick. Yep, I can. $4. Can't hardly beat it. 30 Days of Night. I watched this for the first time last year around Halloween time, and it was decent. It was cool. I know this is a lot of people's favorite vampire film, and I'm like, I didn't really see it when I first watched it. I didn't really know what the hype was, but I can appreciate it for a few things, and I am excited to rewatch it and maybe have a different perspective on it. 30 Days of Night. Next one, which is kind of a similar case, it is Seven. This movie is one of the most acclaimed films and just talked about films, period. It has a very, very strong horror feel to it, and that's one thing I really like about it. It is a murder mystery, and has one of the most quotable lines of all time in cinema history. What's in the box? You know, so Seven, it's a good one, really good. Next one is Nightmare on Elm Street, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Wes Craven film. I'm so glad to have this in my collection. I want the other ones, but the only way to get the sequels on Blu-ray is if you buy the set, and I don't really want to get the set. I want them individually, especially since I already own the first one now. But you know, there's no way to do it, so I might just have to bite the bullet and get this collection. But I'm glad that I was able to pick this up. It was pretty cheap, $6. Nightmare on Elm Street. Another one I picked up was I, Tonya, and I actually picked this up when I was in New York visiting my buddy Tyler, and we went to Book Off, and I picked up I, Tonya. Great film, fantastic performances from Margot Robbie and Sebastian Stan. Yeah, I'm glad I own this as well. One that I've been trying to find for like a year now, ever since I saw it last year, was Sweeney Todd. I've looked and looked and looked at Disc Replay, and I was not able to find it secondhand. So I just went ahead and got it off Amazon this past weekend, and I think I paid like maybe like $11 for it. It wasn't like super expensive, but yesterday when I went to Disc Replay, guess what I found? Sweeney Todd. And it did the same version, the same, you know, case, everything was the same, and I found it for $5.99. So, you know, that's just the way it works. Like, you look for something and look for something, can't find it, buy it somewhere else for more expensive, then go back to the same place, cost less. That's how it happens. It's all right. I'm not too bent out of shape about it. All right, next one is Suburbicon. I saw this at Dollar Tree. I don't really usually buy Dollar Tree titles, but I saw this. This has been on my list to watch for a while, but I never really thought to own it. But since it was at the Dollar Tree, is like everything's $1.25, so I bought it for $1.25. Blu-ray, factory sealed. It's got Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac. I saw the trailer a while ago, and I was like, looks kind of interesting. So it's been on my list to watch for a while, but I have not seen it yet, so I own it now. Another Dollar Tree title that I picked up was Rampage, the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson film. I hear that this movie isn't terrible, but it's not good either. I didn't mind paying $1.25 for it, so Rampage. That's another title of mine. The one other thing that I purchased at Book Off, it is a Sofia Coppola film. It is written and directed by her, and it stars Colin Farrell, Nicole Kidman, Kirsten Dunst, and Elle Fanning, and it is The Beguiled. This has been on my 100 movies list. Of movies that I have not seen, and I saw it at Book Off for $5. So I went ahead and picked it up. I like all those actors. So Sofia Coppola, I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Sofia Coppola. There are some aesthetics in her film that I like a lot, but like as far as like story-wise, so okay, this is how I would say it. I like her more of a director than a writer. I like her directorial style more than her writing style. So that's the best way to say that. All right, moving on to my slipcovers. So these are not new movies, but my buddy Tyler hooked me up with the slipcovers for them. Big Hero 6. Obviously, I had the movie already, but I did not have a slipcover for it. He hooked me up with a slip. Big Hero 6. And Creed 2. I've already had this movie too. And I have not seen any of the Rocky or Creed movies. So that's a fun fact. I have to watch those. And I own all of them on Blu-ray. All right, next up is another movie that I've been looking for a while. And I just haven't been able to find. But I found it. Game Night. And it's always kind of like more expensive than I want to pay. This is $8. This was $8. This is like supposed to be like a $5 title, maybe $4, like a $3.99 title, but I always find it for like $10, like $7.99, $10. I'm like, why is this movie so expensive? It's good. I use the term good loosely for this movie. It's a fine movie, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. You know, comedy is subjective, so you might watch this movie and be like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. But, you know, I've been looking for it. Look for with a slipcover. It's always like $10, $12. I'm like, why is this movie so expensive all the time? So I ended up paying $8 for it, you know. Forget it. The next one I picked up was Aladdin. I don't usually purchase Disney animated films, but this slipcover is so nice. I went ahead and picked it up, and it was $3.99. Found it for $4. So, you know, with this nice slip. So I like this movie. Don't get me wrong. I like the movie. I don't mind owning it. I like owning it. But if it didn't have the slip, I probably wouldn't have purchased it. Probably not, because, you know, all these movies are available on Disney Plus, and it's not like one of my films that I absolutely love. Like, I like it a lot, but it's not like one of those all the way up top. The next film is a DC animated film. It is Gotham by Gaslight, and I love this embossed slipcover. It is awesome, and I was able to find this for $5.99. This is one of my favorites that I've seen. I haven't seen a whole lot of the DC animated films, but this one I really, really liked. I don't think it's part of that universe, like the whole, you know, DCAU. I think it's kind of like a spinoff of that, but this is a really good one though. I really like this one. The next one I picked up was Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell, and it is the Scream Factory version, and this slip cover is dope. I really like this slip. And it just has the regular case underneath, but this slip cover is pretty cool, and it was $6. It was very, very cheap. I'm surprised to find a Scream Factory release for that cheap, but I did. And I did see Carrie at the same time, but the slipcover was kind of banged up, and it was like $20. So, I mean, I like Carrie. I really, really like that movie, and I do want to own it, but I didn't want to pay $20 for a used copy, and the slipcover is like banged up like that. So, the next one is another Dollar Tree title, and this one is for pretty much for me and Stacy to watch together. But she really, really likes this movie. It is Plus One, starring Jack Quaid. And I've heard good things about it. I know that she loves it, so you know it's one of her top movies. So I'm ready to watch it. I want to see what it's all about. I like Jack Quaid, so Plus One. Next one, my buddy Luke Ponto sent me, is Men. This is one of the newest A24 releases. I think it might be the latest A24 release on physical. Men, me and Stacy watched it earlier this year in the theaters. It is very, very interesting. It is not of the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the squeamish. It is a strange film, but I liked it. I think I gave it about a 4.5 or a 4 out of 5. I think it was a 4 out of 5. But I don't know, like, I still kind of don't know quite what to feel about the movie. I need to rewatch it to solidify my thoughts. But a lot of people didn't like how the movie had a message, and it kind of ran itself into the ground throughout the whole thing. So, I mean, I get it, but I didn't really feel the same way. I liked it. I liked the direction it took. And these other slipcovers I got, the last 2 film slipcovers, completed my collection, actually, of a series that I own. And it is the Pirates of the Caribbean films, the last 2 that I needed to purchase. And I needed to find the slipcovers, and I love this slipcover. It's the On Stranger Tides, number 4. And then I picked up Dead Men Tell No Tales, but it's not the same kind of slipcover as the rest of them, which is bothered me a little bit, but not like a whole lot. I was just so shocked to find this with a slipcover and this in such a great condition. So I just wanted to go ahead and pick it up. I don't even know if this has the same type of slip as the rest of them, but now I have all 5 of the movies and all their respective slipcovers. So I have the first one, very nice slipcovers. I'm glad that they are not beat up. First one, second one, Dead Man's Chest. The third one, At World's End. Fourth one, On Stranger Tides. I just love this slip, man. The slip is like holographic or something. I love it, man. I love that. And then it is a Dead Men Tell No Tales, the 5th one. I'm so glad that I own all these with slip covers. This is like, I think this is my first successful franchise that I've bought, like all of them with like really nice slip covers. I love the The colors, and I wish all of them said 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like that, but it's okay. Only 2 and 3 have the numbers on it. That's not a big deal to me, but I do wish it did that. Like, that would be really cool. But I love the colors. I love this set. Now I have all of them, and I'm happy about that. So, moving on to the next one, I got two seasons of a series. I got the Big Bang Theory season 1 and Big Bang Theory season 2. This was $3 at half price books, so I went ahead and just picked this up. It was on clearance, and then I saw this at Disc Replay. It was a little bit more, not much. It was $6, about double that. But yeah, I really enjoy this show, and I've been looking at picking up the Blu-rays for them. I think I have some of the DVDs, but I was looking at picking up the Blu-rays for the series, and I guess I'm starting. Probably won't be able to pick them all up by the end of the year, but it's okay. Moving on to the Steelbooks, I got Batman the Killing Joke, and I like this movie, okay? This is not a bad movie. It's flawed. It doesn't have, it's not a perfect film, but I really like this movie, and if you don't, that's cool too. I don't care. I picked this up for like $3.99, so pretty cheap. I'm glad to add it to the collection. I really like the design of the Steelbook. Yeah. Next one is Batman versus Robin, another DC animated film, and the Court of Owls back there. Yep, I haven't seen that, so I gotta check that out. Then I picked up Pet Sematary, the Mondo Steelbook version, the 4K of the original Pet Sematary. And that's what the back looks like. Pet Sematary is fine. I don't really love the movie, but I saw this for 15 bucks. Mondo Steelbook with a slip. I was like, this is not bad. I do plan on rewatching it, so I didn't mind buying it. Next one is, I thought it was a great find. I thought this Steelbook was dope. It's Captain America Civil War, the 3D Blu-ray Steelbook. This Steelbook is raw to me. I love this Steelbook so much. And I was able to find it for $4. $4. So, that's what's up. Next one is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, 4K. And I still got the J card on there on the inside of the slip. Just show this off. That's what it looks like under the slip. That's what the back looks like. Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, I liked it. I liked the movie. I liked Sonic 2. There were some things about it that I didn't love. And I still like the first one more. I know a lot of people are saying that the second one is better. I personally like the first one more. Not by a whole lot, but if you made me watch a Sonic movie right now, I would put on the first one before the second one. But I have been wanting to rewatch that, though. I saw it once in the theater. Next is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Found it for $15 at Best Buy, and I feel like they did that on purpose so you can go ahead and collect the rest of the movies. Said you already bought one. Now here's one for $15. You have to buy a 4K Steelbook for $15, and now just get the rest. Like, why not? Just get the rest. So The Last Crusade on 4K Steelbook. And then the last of the Steelbooks is Child's Play. The Scream Factory Steelbook. My first Scream Factory Steelbook. And I love the way it looks. I love it. I am ready to pop this one in. And now we're moving on to the 4Ks. Jumanji. And Welcome to the Jungle. I picked this up on 4K. This is an upgrade. I do have the Blu-ray for it, but this is an upgrade. I found it for $6. I really like this movie. This movie is dope. It surprised me. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, but I do. I enjoy it. So, Jumanji, and it is Welcome to the Jungle. Next one is a Arrow release. I found this for pretty cheap. It was $13, Children of the Corn. And I've never seen, this is a blind buy. I've never seen this movie, but I hear it's pretty iconic film. I know people talk about it here and there. I have heard some negative reviews about the movie for people that have seen it for the first time recently, but I don't know. I like the slip. I think it is pretty cool, and it has the original poster under it. But yeah, it's a 4K Arrow release for $13. So I went ahead and picked it up. Nice slipcover too. It's a nice condition. Next one, my buddy Smooth J Stu sent this one to me. It's Free Guy. He doesn't really love this movie like that. He doesn't think it's bad, but he doesn't really love the movie like that. So he was like, you can have my 4K. I really enjoy this movie. So it's in good hands. It will get watched. But yeah, Free Guy. Next one is Evil Dead 2. I've been really wanting this on 4K. I cannot wait to watch this soon. It's going to be soon. I'm going to watch this movie soon. I'm going to laugh my behind off because last year I did not know what I was getting into when I watched this movie. This is a straight up comedy circus. Yo, this is crazy. This movie is crazy. I can't talk about that movie enough. Movie's insane. I do love the first one, but this one is wild. Next one I picked up, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This is another one for me and Stacy because she showed me this movie as well. Love it. I love this movie. And Jim Carrey, this is probably one of my favorite Jim Carrey performances, if not my number one. It's not even a comedy role. It's not a comedic role. So, I don't know. I love Eternal Sunshine. The last two, I don't even know why I left these for the last two, but this one isn't bad. I like Ambulance. Ambulance, I watched in the theater. I liked it, and I found it for $13 on 4K, a new release. It doesn't have the digital with it. Didn't come with the digital because it was used, but I don't know. I like this movie. I don't love it, but I do plan on rewatching it, and I'm excited to watch it on 4K. So, Ambulance. And last but probably least, it is Morbius. It's Morbin time. It is a Morbin time on 4K for $10. So, I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one. I really do like the lenticular. The releases were so dope for this film, for physical. The releases were so dope. Do y'all know that Jared Leto is 50 years old? He about to turn 51. That's so crazy to me. Anyway, Morbius, man. This movie is not very good. It's not. But I'm a completionist, and this slipcover is really awesome. I can't stop doing that to the slip. But yeah, Morbius. And I own it on 4K now, I guess. And this is the last item in the haul, and I got it sent to me by my buddy Fritzky. It is the Nirvana album, Nevermind, and I never really got into Nirvana like that, but I've definitely seen this cover around. I've seen, this, I've heard the music played, in grocery stores and stores and stuff like that. But have I ever gone and, listened to a Nirvana song on my own? Probably not, but I'm looking forward to getting into their music a lot more. I definitely heard Smells Like Teen Spirit. It was the beginning of Black Widow, even though it was another rendition of it. But Come As You Are, I've heard. Something in a Way, obviously Something in a Way I've heard. But yeah, that has been my haul, my August haul, And this is my last video for a while. I'll probably come back around later this year, around December, to talk about my 100 movies list. By that time, I should be done with watching all of them, and I'll be on here talking about them. But other than that, I'm going to be on hiatus. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Twitch, TikTok. I'll be posting on there reviews and random videos here and there, but I'm trying to focus on school, so I'm probably going to be taking a hiatus on YouTube. But I appreciate you guys giving me an awesome year on AJ Reacts 2. I've had such a great time being on other people's channels, being on here with live streams. Thank you everybody who supported me and been here for me. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.